I'm really keen to share with you 3 of my favourite herbs that I've personally used and I've definitely prescribed to help people ease the symptoms of anxiety. It was really difficult to narrow it down to just 3, but these are the ones that I use most frequently. And the first one I'm really keen to tell you about is Passionflower. It has a gentle sedative action. It's really calming, soothing and relaxing. It's really brilliant for anxiety, for hyperactivity, for nervousness, problems falling asleep, or any other stress-related disorder. In amongst all its wonderful soothing and calming effects, it's also really great at reducing blood pressure. It's great for heart problems. It's also been used to help reduce inflammation and even seizures. And it has this mellow, sedative, almost meditative effect when you take it in sufficient doses. And looking at its beautiful flower, it's easy to understand how this plant has something in it that has the power to make a person slow down and forget about all their troubles for a while. It almost looks like a beautiful mandala. Studies have also shown that Passionflower may be just as effective as synthetic drugs when treating generalized anxiety disorder. It's believed that certain compounds found in Passionflower may interact with certain receptors in the brain to help promote relaxation. The other herb, which has definitely earned its second place in my top 3 herbs for treating anxiety, is Skullcap. And the Skullcap that I'm referring to is the American Skullcap. So not the Bacalensis, which is the Chinese one, because that has other effects. And not only is Skullcap fantastic for soothing anxiety, it's also great for insomnia, for restlessness, for nervousness, muscle cramps, twitches, spasms. It helps with headaches. It helps our nervous system to better cope with stress. And it also strengthens the heart muscle. It also improves circulation, particularly to the pelvic area. So for those of us women who have severe menstrual cramping, Skullcap might be a really good herb to think of when we're feeling stressed, anxious, irritable, can't sleep, and also perhaps have the associated severe menstrual cramping. And for more than 2 centuries, American Skullcap has been used by both Americans and Europeans to treat general anxiety and as a nerve tonic. And my third and most favorite herb for helping us ease anxiety is one that most people have heard about, which is chamomile. And chamomile is a really gentle, soothing herb, and it's been used for so long to treat things like insomnia, symptoms of stress, so it helps us relax. It even has an antibacterial action. And what I love about chamomile is that it has an action on both the digestive system and also on the nervous system. So this is really great for us highly sensitive people, because usually when we feel stressed, when we feel anxious, it automatically affects our gut. So we will either lose our appetite, or we might get stomach cramps and spasms. So chamomile has a small amount of salicylic acid, which is the stuff that's in aspirin, and that's why it's also able to have that pain relieving effect. In regards to chamomile's ability to soothe digestion, chamomile helps to soothe and relax the muscles and the lining around the intestines. So chamomile is really great for us highly sensitive people if we can't sleep because of anxiety, and we may also have IBS symptoms. The compound in chamomile that's been really widely researched is called apigenin. And apigenin is actually a bioflavonoid that acts on reducing anxiety and causing sedation. And recent medical studies and research have also indicated that chamomile not only can help relax us, but it can significantly decrease anxiety and even depression. So how often should you be using these herbs? And the answer will depend on all sorts of varying factors. It'll depend on what else you've got going on physically, how deep your issues lie. I mean, you can definitely use these herbs as symptomatic relief. For example, every other night, if you're finding it difficult to fall asleep because of stress and your mind can't rest. And these herbs are also safe to use perhaps longer term, just to help you cope through a particular stressful time. So I just want to convey that this is just general advice for most people who have symptoms of anxiety. If you have any other more deeper issues, it's definitely recommended that you go speak to your practitioner who'll be able to assess the causes of your anxiety. And another question I'm anticipating is whether you should be using these herbs on their own or together. And my advice is it's probably best to start one herb at a time, so then you can become familiar with how your body responds to that herb, and then you'll get really confident with how it feels and you'll know what to expect. and then maybe add another 1 or 2 to your mix, and you'll see that it will create a slightly different effect. And being a highly sensitive person, these things work so well with us. The reason why I'm so passionate about herbal medicine is because many of us are really quick to label ourselves as I have anxiety, I have depression, and I'm not going to minimize someone else's experience, but please consider the more gentler option before you accept the label of some sort of dis-ease that could actually be disabling you and keeping you trapped in that one diagnosis. I hope you find these herbs helpful in your case of relieving anxiety. I know they've definitely worked for me, and I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the amazing effects that I've experienced literally over decades, both in myself, in my pets, and in the people that I've had the privilege to treat. Thanks for watching, and I'm super excited to share some more insights about both herbs and nutrition in the future videos.